Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the ETBU Women's Soccer Show with head coach Paul Grant. I got a lot to talk about this morning. First of all, Coach Grant, let's talk about the bad news, I guess, which from Saturday night. Y'all finally got caught on the scoreboard, so to speak, and dropped a game. It was a tough loss, though, 2-1 in overtime to Centenary College over in Shreveport. Just tell us a little bit about that game and, maybe some things that y'all can learn from it.
I think there are a lot of things we can learn from it. Number one, our freshmen for the first time this year know what it's like to lose. Our returners have gotten accustomed to winning, so they want to get back on track with that. It was what it was. We lost. They put the ball in the net more than we did. We've had to regroup this week and get some things sorted out. We play Concordia this week and UT Tyler after that. So it was a good time to have a loss. If you're going to have a good time to have a loss, and we'll hopefully grow and get better from there.
You mentioned that, of course, Centenary College is as it turns out, a one-year member of the ASC right now. But again, their game the other night, even though it was technically against a conference opponent, that did not count against your conference record. So the good news is that that loss doesn't affect your standing as far as being in the American Southwest Conference race. Also from that game, y'all gave up a really quick goal about 5 minutes in, fell behind early, and then battled back at the end. You really have to like to see that from a team who really, to this point, as far as on the scoreboard, much hasn't had to face a whole lot of adversity or coming from behind.
No, the only time was our preseason game against Belhaven when we went down 2-1. Went up 1-0, went down 2-1 right away. It was good to see that. And again, these girls haven't quit. It's one thing when you haven't quit, but it's another thing when you haven't quit and are successful. So they got it done, found a way to tie it up, and gave up a girl early again in the first overtime, which is sudden death. So obviously one and done, and off you go. But again, overall positive Saturday.
Now, going back a little bit further last week, y'all had a big win at home last Tuesday night, always a big win against LeTourneau, in a game where you really jumped on them from the opening and controlled the game throughout, and had that opportunity to play a whole lot of players and get some kids some much-needed game experience. And we talked about it a little bit after the game, but just how important was a win like that in terms of just being able to get everybody out on the field pretty much and let them get some playing time.
It was good, and also if you look back to the TLU and Shriner game, it was the same. Same thing happened. Obviously, you're able to create some depth versus forcing yourself to create depth. Everybody, basically got in 3 games that week, TLU, Shriner, and LeTourneau. So it was a very positive thing. And now I would say, when needed, they'll definitely be ready.
Well, hopefully you'll need everybody this week for sure. But you got 2 really big games coming up. You could make the case right now that this particular week could really determine a lot about your season with games coming up at Concordia on the road, and then on Saturday, of course, at UT Tyler.
Very, very, very true statement. You play Concordia, you play UT Tyler. Both teams are in the mix like we are. As of today, they're chasing us, and we'd like after Thursday and Saturday for them still to continue to chase us. But I guess the start of the meat of your season. We've got 10 games left, and it's all uphill from here.
Well, again, the Tigers are officially 7-1-1 on the year, still unbeaten in conference play, which puts them basically because of the win percentage deal in first place in the American Southwest Conference entering play this week, which to my knowledge, without having really done a lot of research, but I feel pretty safe in saying this, is the latest point in the season where ETBU women's soccer has been in first place in the conference standings. So, Coach, good work so far, and I know y'all got a lot more good things coming down the road, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You bet.